There is a quiet lesson in life that many people only learn after they get hurt. Not everyone who listens to your story truly cares about you. Some people listen because they are curious. Some listen because they are bored. And some listen because your struggles make them feel better about their own lives. That is why wisdom is not only about speaking honestly. Wisdom is also about knowing who deserves to hear your truth. This is the story of a young man who learned that lesson the hard way. Ethan lived in a small town where everyone seemed to know each other. He was known as a friendly and honest person. He believed in people. He believed that if you were kind to others, they would be kind to you. And if you trusted others, they would respect that trust. To Ethan, life was simple. Be open, be honest, share your heart. But life had a different lesson waiting for him. One year, things began to fall apart for Ethan. His small business started losing money. Customers stopped coming. Bills slowly began to pile up on his kitchen table. Every night he sat alone, staring at numbers that did not add up. The pressure grew heavier every day. He felt afraid, but he didn't want to face the struggle alone. So Ethan began telling people about his problems. At first, it felt good. Friends listened to him. They nodded and spoke comforting words. Don't worry. Everything will work out. You're strong. You'll get through this. You can always talk to us. Those words made Ethan feel supported. He believed he had many people standing beside him, but slowly, something began to change. Some friends became distant. Others seemed less interested in talking with him, and a few people started asking strange questions. Questions that felt less like concern and more like curiosity. One day, Ethan walked into a small coffee shop in town. As he entered, the room suddenly grew quiet. Two people sitting near the window quickly stopped talking. Ethan felt something was wrong. Later that day, he overheard someone whispering, "Did you hear about Ethan? I heard his business is failing. Maybe he wasn't as successful as everyone thought." Ethan felt his chest tighten. His problems had become gossip. Over the next few weeks, the whispers continued. People talked about his struggles like they were a story. Some exaggerated the details. Some laughed. Others simply watched from a distance. Ethan realized something painful. Many of the people who listened to him earlier had never intended to help him. They were only collecting his story. That realization hurt more than the business problems themselves. One evening, Ethan sat alone on a bench in a quiet park. The sun was slowly setting behind the trees. His mind was full of regret. Why did I tell everyone my problems? He thought. Why did I trust people so easily? As he sat there, an old man slowly approached the bench. He had calm eyes and gentle movements. Without saying much, he sat beside Ethan. After a moment, he spoke. "You look like a man carrying a heavy storm inside his heart." Ethan let out a long breath. "I trusted people," he said quietly. "And now, everyone knows my struggles." The old man nodded slowly. Then he said something that Ethan would never forget. "Most people don't carry your pain. They only carry your story." Ethan looked at him, surprised. The old man continued, "Your struggles are like seeds. If you plant them in the wrong soil, they grow into rumors. But if you plant them in the right soil, they grow into support." The old man then picked up a small stone from the ground. He threw it gently into a nearby lake. The stone hit the water, and ripples spread across the surface. "Your words are like this stone," the old man said. "Once they leave your mouth, they travel farther than you expect. Some people will protect your story, but others will throw it even farther." Ethan watched the ripples slowly disappear. "So what should I do?" he asked. The old man smiled softly. "Learn to recognize three kinds of people. First," the old man said, "there are listeners. They hear your story, but do nothing with it. They listen for a moment, then move on with their lives. Second, there are they collect stories Like treasure, they turn your struggles into gossip. Your pain becomes their entertainment. Ethan lowered his head. He had already met many people like that. The old man continued. But the third kind of person is rare. They are keepers. They protect your story. They respect your struggles. They help carry the weight with you. The old man looked directly at Ethan. Those are the people who deserve your truth. Ethan sat quietly, thinking about those words. For the first time, he realized that honesty alone was not enough. Trust also required wisdom. From that day forward, Ethan changed. He did not become cold or bitter. He did not stop trusting people completely, but he became more careful. He began watching people's actions instead of believing every word. And slowly, he discovered something surprising. The number of people he could truly trust was small, but those few people were enough. Months passed. Step by step, Ethan rebuilt his business. It was not easy, but his mind became stronger, and the people he trusted were the ones who truly supported him. One evening, he returned to the same park bench. The lake was calm again. He remembered the lesson the old man had given him. Your story is powerful, but it is also fragile. Give it to the wrong people, and they will drop it. Give it to the right people, and they will protect it. So remember this simple truth. Not everyone deserves to know your struggles. Not everyone deserves to hear your dreams. And not everyone deserves your trust chosen wisely. Because wisdom is not only about speaking the truth. It is about knowing who is worthy of hearing it. And sometimes, the strongest person in the room is not the one who shares everything. It is the one who understands when to speak and when to stay silent. If this story has touched you, use likes and shares to pass on this warmth. Subscribe to me to gain more peace and strength.